That's what I'm saying. It's not even that it becomes Mars. We were Martians, fully Martians.
Yeah.
Bruv,
I'm alone.
if you
It's close
met
to awful.
a girl and she was called Ethel,
She wouldn't
you'd
call
think
herself
twice.
Ethel to me.
Why?
She would say her name is Thul or something. F.
So if everything comes from thought, but everything isn't the same.
Yeah.
So that light came from somebody's thought.
Yeah.
This TV
But
came
he
from
made
somebody's
it
thought.
real, my bro.
This TV came from somebody's thought.
Yeah.
But they're not the same. A light and a TV are not the same.
Yeah.
In the same way, lying came from somebody's thought, acting came from somebody's thought.
Yeah.
Acting and lying are not the same thing. Alright, you pick.
Bro, I'm not picking. I've never ever picked in my life. You just press play.
Cheating threesome, barrel of laughs, or define woke.
Oh, the define woke was interesting. Let's put that on.
Yeah, let's do that because
I don't know if I have a fully connected opinion,
Same.
but let's put it on. It's worth discussing. That was, oh my God. That's the first time you've given me a heads up like that.
Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, I mean, woke is sort of the idea that...
It's the way she responds here. This is gonna go.
This is going to be one of those moments that goes
She should
viral.
never
I mean,
say that.
woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression. Sorry, it's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah, look, your time.
The black woman said,
Take your time.
you can take, and truly, she could take her time. She could have taken all the time. Everyone gave her all the space.
She hung herself.
I don't know whether it was twofold though.
What?
What?
Twofold. So I didn't know. I didn't hear
This
you.
English language stuff, man, it's becoming a problem now. Russell, man.
I didn't hear you.
There was a point where I just was getting understood. Now I'm being misunderstood.
I didn't hear you.
What's good?
Sorry,
Okay, yeah,
twofold.
right. Twofold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit! What was I going to say? Whether it was being on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that. I was on a BBC Two or something most recently. But it was a recording that was going to be used for something else, and I just got fluffed. I knew what I was talking about. I knew the project I was in, but my mind just went.
Yeah.
So it could be that, or she didn't know what was woke.
Did you recover?
Yeah, I stopped, gave a better answer, but then I needed the rest of the team to then continue talking to kind of gather myself
and get back in.
Then get back in. Yeah. So the question was just asked to me straight off the bat, and I just was like, oh.
But she never recovered.
Well,
I would think that if you've written a book, about that very subject, you would be able to summarize it. Because, so for example, like I said yesterday, I was sitting writing, and then off the back of it, I've got a log line for the show. So a log line is like literally 2 or 3 sentences which summarizes the show, right? So now if somebody says to me, what's the show about? I will recite the log line back to you. And so if I know I'm going on an interview about the show...
Funny, friendly. Is that a log line?
No, why so violent?
No, I just was giving...
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, it would be
That's
more
like a Netflix summary.
Yeah. Yeah, when when it does quirky...
Yeah. Okay, cool.
No, so a log line is like, literally just like...
don't expose yours.
No, I'm trying to do a log line for the podcast, so it's like 2 40-something-year-old cousins sit and talk about videos on the internet, but it's just literally like a summary of what
what you're in for.
So you know what you're in for. And so, but then if I know I'm going to be interviewed about this show, I'm going to know the log line at the very least, because even if you don't ask me a certain question, it's probably something I'm going to lead with. Or like the most obvious question is like, so what's the show about? Oh, well, the show's about.
And you know what? Let me be one of, I don't know whether it would make the edit. So let me make sure I say it again. I don't know if I have a fully formed thought process around this, because the gotcha is a normal news thing. Everyone's looking for the gotcha, right? which it makes for good television. And I don't know, the way the black girl moved, maybe the gotcha was there. But
do you think she would have known?
No, I don't think she would have known.
No.
I think it presented
that she
itself.
wasn't gonna say what
It's
woke
a
is.
basic entry-level journalism question, so you're not expecting...
But I think it exposed more. The more and more I think about it, even though I don't have a fully fleshed out thought process on it, I think it was more exposing that this is what they think woke is.
Yeah, that's what I think she was trying to get, and then didn't even get that.
Yes.
Say it again.
So she was trying to get a summary.
The white woman?
No, the black woman.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think woke is.
Yeah.
She couldn't actually even get that.
But what I'm saying,
No,
I'm saying is more connected to the fact, no, that's what they think woke is. They think it's something that is not. Like woke for us is the idea or the combination of knowledge and understanding totally connecting and going, actually, that is a lie.
Yes,
We have woken up
Yes.
and understood that is a lie, that's incorrect, this is the true source. And that's time, energy, effort taken, and that energy coming together as fact, and your mind going, okay, cool, we've got enough knowledge that we have awoken.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they exposed, no, you have a whole other agenda for what woke is. It's just an alternative view to you that you don't like.
Do you know?
That's it.
Yeah. No, I
That's
get
what
that, I
woke
get
is
that.
for them.
But that's what she was hoping the white woman would say, but she didn't actually even get that from her. So it was even a double. It's like you expected her to be like, woke is a combination of a set of liberal people who just think they know how the world works and we should just jump to their tune. That's when they say that person's woke. You would expect to get that soundbite, but she couldn't even deliver that because they really don't know.
They don't know
what woke is. They're just saying it now.
Yes. So the word woke, when I hear woke now, like, so when I hear Piers Morgan go, these woke liberate or whatever.
Man said liberate. It sounds like a good wine. Can I get the new woke liberate?
It reminds me of when the word bling became into common parlance. And even if you want to go further back.
English language. Man said that you did your finger like Denzel Washington. Man said, you know how Denzel was to put his finger down and he goes like that. That's what you do. You said, what? Pahule? Eh? Hello? Pahu?
Common parlance.
Parlance. You didn't even say it like a Ghanaian as well. Parlance. You said common parlance.
Common parlance. So
what does that mean? No.
So it's like it's come into like the lexicon.
The lexicon. Yeah, come on, my brother. Let's show them the English language. Come on, A-levels. Hey, come on, brother, finger. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Parlance, lexicon. Bro, we got a lot of explaining to do, bro. There's certain people that ain't gonna know these words. They're gonna have to pause and go to dictionaries.
Should he go into the thesaurus?
Parlance. Now let's go to the English lexicon.
All right, no, let me wind it back, so I can just simplify it before you try and kill me with any more of my words. So it's literally like when a word comes into like the common public psyche. So now we as black people, we have our isms and our things that we do. You know what I mean? So when we
let me just make you understand. I understood everything. Yeah. I just was trying to get content. It was fun. But people,
I forgot my point. No. So what I was saying was, yeah. When I hear woke now, it reminds me of bling. It reminds me of wicked. So when our things come into like the mainstream, and then it just becomes this bastardized thing that they can just
the B. Rev down power, that's a bastard.
No, it is. It just becomes bastardized.
It's true. And it's annoying, bro. It's annoying.
Because what you've done is you've taken something, like even with woke, like when it was being used within the community, it was like, nah, man. Like we're actually talking about a concept, like how you said knowledge and understanding come together. So the idea of somebody being woke, that's a very like deep concept that we're talking about.
Yeah.
But now what you've done is you managed to bastardize that into somebody being woke is just like going against everything that you have been brought up to know and understand.
And I think that that's what's challenging about so much of the stuff that we are being pushed, that's being pushed out to us online.
Yeah.
It's just, what did you call the people? Preacher? Oh, the wicked line you said about that black guy, when I said that guy reminded me of church, and you said, you had your line. It's gone. A flip. Either way, we have these people preaching to us in particular ways and challenging all of these thought processes, but on the basis of what?
Yeah.
What is the end goal here? Because I don't know whether it's just clicks now, or whether it's just power, or it's just the algorithm. Like, what is the end goal in all of this now?
I think parts of it is power. Amanda Seales was talking the other day about like the time ticking and all of the different factors doing lots of different things at once to kind of keep us in a set way of being very compliant. Which is like, obviously, so it feels like we're going backwards, but she was like, really, they're just throwing all of the tools to stay in power.
Really?
Yeah. I can see it happening. It's like, it's just all of the bits. Like, it's not just the algorithm. It is part of the algorithm, but it is attention. It is people remembering what is familiar, like a conservative way of thinking, a dogma, and then other people jumping on that and being like, yeah, that's how it should be, because again, the body is going to try and keep us safe.
Yeah, the dogma, I think dogma is a great word to bring into all of this, because I think that is what really has ruled humankind for so long.
Yeah.
It's just who is defining the dogma at the time.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned with the church, that was everything.
Yeah.
Its connection to the church before God, even in some areas.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't say that you believed a different way. It wasn't like God can be interpreted. This is our way or the highway. In a way, that's science now.
That's science as well. But I think the thing about science is that and we know that this is not always the case, it is still bound to impart the natural order of things. So nature, and I remember watching something from Neil Tyson deGrasse, that, you know, it will, if you have a scientific fact that you're trying to purport, it will fall down to nature at some point if it is incorrect. Nature will be the ultimate judge.
Yes. Yeah.
It will go, it will fall. Like, you're trying to synthesize something. If it's not natural, it'll fall apart.
Yeah.
And like that,
eventually.
Yeah. Or there'll be mutation, or there'll be problems because you haven't hit the right sequence.
Yes.
And that is even down to thought. Like it's a masterclass of his, and he talks about that's about in relation to thought and ideas. Is that you would always find it comes back to that. But however, that's the thing that's challenging, is that facts change all the time. I always go back to a simple one, but an important one where now 30 years ago, I was told Pluto was a planet.
Yeah.
It was I was tested on it. And now it's a dead star, because the opportunity that we now have with better tools, we can understand that actual material a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I remember I said this crazy one, maybe taking it a little bit more intergalactic. That imagine if Mars was old Earth, and everything we're doing to Earth now
it's going to end up like Mars.
No, we left Mars
to come here.
Yeah.
So then we could do the same again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're doing the same again.
Yeah, so
and we're going to hop to Jupiter.
Yeah, it becomes Mars.
If we can get there.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even that it becomes Mars. We were Martians, fully Martians.
Yeah.
And like, that's what's so interesting is then you kind of go to the zeitgeist. Where did it all just disappear? So that's the next question they ask me. Where did it all just disappear that we forgot? And that's what happens with dogma. Eventually it gets eaten. Moments change, scenarios differ. A whole new word comes, because at a point, what was it? Your child is a bit noisy or naughty. Now it's ADHD. Now it's all of these new terms to define these new circumstances because of new information. So that's the big challenge that I think we're suffering right now. Is this too much information.
Yes.
And right now, what you're ending up happening, I'm only going to use this particular platform as an example, not saying that it doesn't happen on all other platforms. There's Instagram University.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting taught at Instagram University, bro.
I thought you were saying it was actually a thing. I was like, what?
Well, technically it is. It's just now, or maybe it's TikTok.
Or no, YouTube
is.
University.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But all of these things do have value.
Yeah. TikTok is like definitely people learn so much from a minute piece of content and think they know the answer to something. And it's like, no, you just have an opinion.
And that's the other part. When and how people inform their facts with both emotion and opinion.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's fact. No, I feel this. That's exactly how it is. It's like, no, that's your feelings.
One of the biggest problems that we have.
We came back to the feeling.
One of the biggest problems that we have in society, and it's literally looping back to what we was talking about earlier on, is like, you can read a debate online or watch a debate on TV or listen to it on radio, and two people are going back and forth. And then one person unequivocally shows the other person or tells them why they are wrong on a certain thing. And the inability in human beings to just go, oh, okay, I was wrong. But the response 9 times out of 10 is, well, that's just how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that's okay. But you're wrong. And you've been shown that you're wrong. That's LBC to us.
LBC.
That is, you know what I mean? It's like the amount of times a listener will be told, okay, Ethel, the reason why you're wrong is because, and then X, Y, Z.
You're old.
Yeah.
Your name's old. It sounds like something from the 1900s.
You know what I mean? As in,
that's so bad, man. Why did you choose Ethel? Because Ethel's actually a nice name.
No, it isn't.
I like Ethel.
Oh God.
Bruv,
I'm alone.
if you met a girl and she was called Ethel,
she wouldn't call herself
twice.
Ethel to me.
Why?
She would say her name is Thul or something. F.
But even that that must mean she doesn't even like her name.
Yeah. But I don't have a problem. But I like Ethel.
No, you don't.
It sounds. Well, that's how I feel. No, you don't. And that's how I feel. Ethel. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
It's terrible.
No, mate.
Ethel.
Even Edna's better.
I like Edna too. But are you sure? Am I not? Oh my God.
What, over old women?
Yo, this is when narratives start getting made.
Because I'm like, what?
This is when narratives start getting made. No. How do you not know I was trying to create content?
Yeah.
You just keep everyone guessing.
I just feel that you're hiding.
You're hiding this fetish. Jeez. Yo, narratives, narratives are amazing. Being able to control them.
I was gonna say they're amazing if you know how to control them or if you're using them properly. But I feel like a lot of people are allowing their narratives to be shaped without even realizing.
Bruv, but it's human nature to want narrative and stories.
Yeah.
We have, and the last 2 were very interesting because of the one that happened prior to this one, the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
We give people flowers for lying to us.
Yeah.
They're dying. They got shot. They go, look after mom. Yeah. Bro, they didn't die. My mom,
I disagree.
bless her. Oh, come on.
I disagree.
Actors, bruv.
It's not lying. It's not lying.
Bruv, it's professional lying.
It's not professional lying.
What is it then?
Well, yeah.
It's acting.
Okay, so
it's not the same thing.
We could call it shaman. It's just a word.
Yeah. but
it's still
called it shaman. We could call it shaman, bro. Answer her.
But even but I did. I said yes, you could.
Okay.
But the definition of shamanbog would be the same definition of what acting is, which is not lying.
But I'm looking at is base layer, bruv.
Mm.
My man is lying.
No, he's not.
He got shot. Bang!
You know why?
And he said, ah!
Even if you said pretending,
he didn't die.
it would be a better word.
you just don't like the word.
No, yeah, because it's wrong.
Okay, so the connotations of the word lying is super negative. So you're saying
it's not even about it being super negative. Like he could say he's laughing, and it's not that. It's the wrong word. They're not lying. So pretending, because there's a difference between pretending and lying.
Isn't it more about the agreement?
But that's what acting is.
But you see, I was being hyperbolic. Let me really clarify my position. I was being hyperbolic.
Yeah, I get it.
Right? And the reason why I was because if we talk about pretending, it lives in the making it up, not real, fake.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. It lives in that zone.
But it's the thing what you said. It's the contract. It's the agreement.
We agreed.
You see what I'm saying?
That I'm going to be lied to.
Yes.
But that's what...
No, you don't agree to be lied to.
No.
You agree...
To be pretended to.
No. We agree that what's happening here is make-believe.
Yes.
Is real.
Yes.
It comes from someone's imagination.
Yes. And where does the lie come from?
No, but
oh my God! Yes.
Where does everything come from? Where does everything come from?
Exactly, Russell.
No, but no. So listen.
Bro, you're talking like we ain't listening. The whole reason why we're responding back to you is because we're listening.
So if I've lost my fucking train of thought now. Yeah. So if everything comes from thought, yeah, but everything isn't the same. Yeah. So that light came from somebody's thought. Yeah. This TV came from somebody's thought.
Real, my bro.
This TV came from somebody's thought. Yeah. But they're not the same. A light and a TV are not the same.
Yeah.
In the same way, lying came from somebody's thought. Acting came from somebody's thought. Yeah. Acting and lying are not the same thing.
Because of the agreement.
Yes.
That's literally
we want those... it comes back to my original point. We want those people to lie amazingly. Or to pretend amazingly.
To pretend.
But okay, you don't like the word lie.
Because it's not true.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not true because they're lying. I'm going to make you look like that woman in a second. Michael, this is going to go viral. Nah, like, as I said, I was being hyperbolic. But the notion is that the real element I was saying is we want those narratives. We need, it gives, I don't know why we love it so much. Humans don't want to hear the story. I've had classic ones in my circumstances where I'm coming to tell something to someone that I think is new. And they let me go off and say it, but they're like, I've heard that already.
I've heard it, yeah.
But I enjoy how you say it.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
That is, the amount of times I've listened to somebody tell me a story that they've already told me. But I allow them to tell it. But it's never been
the one that pretends.
Yeah.
And laughs with them. You're like, yeah. You're that guy.
Yeah. And I'm like, why should I do that?
Because you're an actor.
But sometimes you actually you enjoy the joy from them. Like, the joy in the sharing.
Yeah.
I've heard a story. You've told me something, and then I know you're going to tell everybody else.
Yeah.
But I may hear that 5 times. It's still it's like the act of you acting it out again and again I get joy out of watching you regurgitate it.
Wow. But what is painful is when you see it used in such an insidious way. And it's like, oh my, I've seen it, where a judge is being told something, bro, that is an outright lie. Outright. And you're like, wow, you feel no way.
Just lying.
In this, you have no respect for the setting.
Yeah.
The contract.
Yeah.
That you put your hand wherever the hand is. Fam, it's scary.
Have you ever been to court?
Yeah.
Had to go up and speak?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. I've been in court to see other people speak.
And absolutely lie.
And wow. Flagrant.
It's the word.
Wait, if your liberty's on the line though.
Wow. Someone's freedom.
Yeah, but also my freedom.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
No, so if you're just giving evidence.
I'm watching the person's freedom on the line and that lie being said.
oh, and that lie is gonna jeopardize their free. Okay, yeah. But they may also be thinking, no, not really.
I understand if you were protecting your freedom.
Yeah.
Doing an absolute mazzer of a lie. I get that. Like going into a role and being like, I am innocent when you know that you've done something. I get that.
Jussie Smollett?
Fucking hell.
Perfect example.
Yeah, but that was unnecessary.
Do you believe did you see recently the boys?
No, I saw the story, but I didn't click onto it.
Oh, I watched it.
Go on. What? Oh, go on.
They acted it out and all sorts.
Yeah.
They say, "God, stop!" They're saying the words and say, "We said this. We was at this time. This is." I put the think, bruv.
But what's the point in them speaking now? Why have they done this?
They must be getting paid.
I think.
Is he still? He's out, isn't he?
Smollett.
Yeah. I feel. I was thinking that watching that. No, they didn't, because they basically did a deal, innit? Yeah. They told the truth, so this is their truth. But Jesse's truth doesn't hold up to their truth, so I think he's lying. I believe them. I was like, I believe them. Why would they lie about this? And the footage looks like them.
My one is.
So Jussie maintaining that.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's saying, I have not paid these men for anything. They were white. That did he is
fully in there.
He's still on the white man thing.
Fully.
Yeah.
Fully. The thing that for me that clarified my position on whether or not he was telling the truth or not was connected to his response when sentencing.
What was his response?
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. If anything happens to me in that place, you are creating the narrative of I'm about to go into jail. And if something happens to me and I die, know that it's connected to the notion of my sexual orientation. And I just felt like, bro, you're doing the same thing. You're martyring the idea of this really unfortunate and sad scenario, bro. You're still trying to weaponize the idea of people need to understand my plight in it all. Bro, you just didn't need to do that. Like, it's so crazy to watch it all and be like, bruv, I used to watch Empire, bruv, and I enjoyed Empire. I'll come home to watch that shit. It was something that I was like, bruv, this is ridiculous. Hey, man. Oh, no, man. Friggin', what's his name?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, bruv. I love it, bruv.
He's something
man. Oh, no, man. Bruv, I love it. I watched that Taraji, all of them, bruv. I was jealous of fucking Jussie. He's kissed friggin' Alicia Keys. That's how deep I watched the thing, bruv. I went far into it, bruv, where the other kid became he wanted to be a bad man. Remember the son?
Yeah.
Fam, I was in it. Why you spoil the whole thing for, bruv? The whole thing got crashed.
How did they write him out?
There was no writing out, bruv.
No writing out.
It crashed. The whole show finished.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bruv.
He absolutely,
destroyed...
because it was already, on shaky ground. But that added to it just demise. It's like, we can't do this we can't do this anymore.
Bruv. Yeah, bruv. And so, unfortunately, it's like, and then he did like the oh my gosh, he did the show. And it was like, every time he was stopping, he was like, yeah, when they tried to do this thing to me, and then it didn't happen.
So bad.
I'm the gay Tupac. Have you not seen that stuff? Bruv, he was calling himself the gay Tupac.
Yeah, it was like the show he did straight up, like days after. It's so
bad.
Bruv,
he had bare actors talking for him, saying, crying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. That's what it was. It's just that I felt the same energy when he said all of that I'm not suicidal stuff. Like no notion of being complicit.
Yeah, it's like he's locked out of reality.
And saying, fam, I made a mistake. It's okay. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to catch a moment, a vibe. And obviously, we only have to go by, the only reason why we can talk this flagrantly, in my opinion, is there was a court judgment, which we have all agreed. This is how we deal. We have all signed the contract to say that this is how we deal with our scenarios of what is true and what is lies. We say we go to court and we prove ourselves beyond a reasonable doubt. And he couldn't.
Yeah.
But then again, that contract is only valid when it goes in certain people's favors.
Bruv, it's valid. It's the contract. We know it all ends to any situation, we're gonna go court.
Yeah. But and I get it. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is for people. So like if someone goes to court
and they lose,
they're not accepting the contract because they're going to be like,
they have no choice.
I'm going to appeal.
They have no choice. Yeah, they can, but
so they have to accept it.
Yeah, but they still have to do it in the bounds of the legal system.
Yeah.
And that's what the contract we've all signed to say.
Can you imagine just being like, no, I'm not going?
And that's what you could do. You just go on the run, innit? It's called the run.
If you can get on the run. Yeah. But also, hasn't he appealed as well?
Yeah, I think the reason why he's out is because of all of that. Like, there's still an ongoing... But these guys are going on TV, brother, and just saying, yeah, man lied. We lied for him. We lied with him.
Crazy.
And the first police people being like, the reason why they weren't really doing anything is because examining the evidence, they're like, this is a lie. Them
man were looking at each other like...
And then he pushed it. It's the most insane. Craziest scenario.
So you could have got away with this. Yes. Like, this could have got deaded.
Yes. But then he went after the Chicago police. Like, you're not doing anything. Where they're like, we're not doing anything because this is a lie.
Trying to make you okay, my brother.
And then he's going at them and says, like, okay.
So then he done that, and then it got unpeeled. And what's joke is he had power. Like his family had long reach. Yeah. So they had made certain things just. But nah, Jussie couldn't hold it down, bruv. He said, nah.
I'm telling you,
people will hear me.
Yeah, whatever he's after is very interesting, but I don't think he's cognizant enough to explain.
But I want to challenge your point, Nana. I want to say it is more common. Like I follow a Reddit called The Main Character. Mm-hmm. It's that people
in that affliction. People have.
So he's the main character.
Yeah, like they're creating the story, the narrative to support their idea of self.
Doesn't everybody, I get what you're
everybody
saying.
Have that?
But yeah,
we are the main character. Yeah. But we know we don't share this life alone.
Yes, yes, that's how he's playing it. Like he's decided, I am going to be persecuted, but you created the persecution and then you live it out. It's very strange. It's like he's locked into a role. Which to me sounds like a psychosis.
No, what he's doing is lying.
He's an actor.
That's lying.
It's like he's
an actor, bro.
He's not
His name is Jussie Smollett.
He's not able to distinguish.
He was in Empire. I saw him. He was one of the lions.
I am not entertaining
my bullshit.
Your bullshit.
Now his life has turned into an act. It's very interesting.
It's crazy. It is. You know what? That's the truth. It is very interesting because I want to understand why of it all.
Yeah.
Because he had a great, in my opinion, I don't know, from the outside looking in, he had a great life.
It was a good gig.
You know, and he's from that family. The family are, his sister is incredible.
Yeah.
I love everything that I've watched.
They kind of just don't seem to talk about it. Which I don't blame them.
You wouldn't. Why are you bringing it out for?
What can you do, man? Because any shoot you go on, somebody must be asking Journey, like, what's the deal with your brother? You just be asking.
But then
disappointing, man.
But then Chappelle, where there's the Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Now you have become a whole verb,
mate.
That was the best. That literally was the best. To not say his name, but get very close was brilliant.
Dave. Well.
There's a lot of long talking.
There was a lot of...
that was like a catch-up.
It really was.
Honest, you're right.
It really was.
That felt more like a catch-up.
If you've made it to the end of this pod, thank you.
You
know what it is? Now I'm thinking like, how am I going to end this fucking episode?
You just end it. Just say bye. That's what we do.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
If you got to the end of this video, we appreciate that.
No, we really do.
Yeah.
And like, share, and subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And thank you. You know what? In all fairness, though, again, like yesterday, I was with my friend Isha, and you know what was really nice is she brought up stuff from past podcasts.
Oh wow! Okay.
So you're like, oh my gosh, like she's actually watching.
I'm remembering.
Yeah, so that's nice.
There's value.
So there's value, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate you all.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Well, bye.
Peace. Bye.